full-time talent acquisition specialist here at Gray, Gray. And today I'm here with Jacob Antonitis, who is an audit senior in our audit department as part of our Getting to Know You series. So Jacob, thanks so much for taking the time today.
Thanks for having me.
We just wanted to kind of talk through your experience at Gray, Gray. I know that you and I connected when you were a sophomore in college, and then you came to work with us the summer of 2022 as an intern. If maybe you could share a little bit about that experience and then what happened after that.
Yeah, so like you said, summer of 22, I interned here. My dad's actually a client, so that's how kind of the connection right there.
The name came out, yeah.
22 started in June.
So worked through the summer, yep. I think at the end of the summer we gave you a formal offer for when you graduated, but what happened in between was you gave us some bandwidth that you could work, and tell me a little bit about that.
So yeah, going into my senior year, I had some flexibility in my schedule. I wanted to get that experience, you know, kind of going into busy season.
Right.
So I was lucky enough to work around 20 hours a week. So like I said, I wanted more experience, and you guys gave me that, so I do appreciate that.
Yeah, and that was really one of the first times that we tried that, so it was great, and I think we're going to be doing that again soon. But having you have the ability to work during the school year, during the busy season, you're getting to work, you're getting paid, but you're also kind of seeing the other side of the busy season.
Right.
And then you became full-time in the summer of 2023, working as a staff accountant. And then tell me a little bit about like that work and how you've grown in the audit department.
Yeah, I think my internship definitely helped. You know, I like being in the office. It's good to see people. I was really able to get client experience, which I wanted.
Right.
Especially as an intern. It's nice that you guys allowed that for us. Started full time, you know, kind of picked up where I left off in the summer. So it was really good. It was a really good experience for me, starting out and taking on more responsibility.
100%. And then I think as a staff accountant, then the following year, you're getting to be almost a mentor to the interns. And tell me a little bit about what that's like, you know, being a go-to and a resource.
Yeah, I think, you know, you go anywhere, you start a new job, you're a little nervous. I think being able to go to someone, you know, whether that's a staff supervisor or above, and kind of bouncing ideas off of them, asking them questions, I think that's what helped me. I definitely had mentors when I first started out. You know, I look at other staff as mentors. I look at supervisors. I don't think, you know, I would think the partners would agree you don't have to be a partner to be a mentor. I think, you know, any level you can be that to someone, and there's a lot of people here that I consider to be my mentor, so.
Right. And I remember you touched just a few minutes ago about as an intern, we kind of pride ourselves on treating our interns like staff. So you're not doing busy work, you know, you'd have your training and then you're diving right into jobs too. And I think that kind of gives you that confidence to be client facing for the future.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think that is definitely a factor that made me want to start full time here. You know, you're an intern, but you're part of a team. And new staff, you're still part of a team, so. So
now you, this year, you got promoted to Audit Senior. And something else that you've accomplished this year as well, too, is Gray does partner with a couple colleges to, they give 25% discount towards the tuition. So you wound up going to Merrimack to get your master's. And then we also offer some tuition assistance. So you just graduated, so congratulations. How do you feel now that you've kind of have that behind you, and how we supported you during that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I kind of always had it in the back of my head that I wanted to do grad school, and I wanted to get it out of the way as quickly as I could.
Smart,
you know,
very smart.
And you know, school isn't cheap.
Right.
And luckily, you guys provide us with that assistance that it helps tremendously. So. I appreciate that.
And so I guess now that you're a senior, you're a little elevated again, I use you as a resource to, you know, build the pipeline of the future. So, you know, you've been assisting me with interviewing for, you know, interns and staff, seniors as well too. How does that make you feel, kind of being a resource for, you know, kind of building the future of the firm?
Yeah, me personally, I think I want more responsibility. I want to kind of be involved more. And like I said, that's been given to me, especially like you're talking about being able to interview new staff to come in. I enjoy doing those. I think it's nice to see, you know, what the future of the firm can be.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a part of it.
Yeah.
You're a part of it. You're,
Yep.
you know, even in just in a few short years, in 2 years, you've gone from, you know, staff to senior. You've got your master's degree. Where do you see yourself maybe in the future?
I think overall, I like building relationships. I think I like building relationships with clients, and you know, the promotion to senior, it doesn't just end there.
Right.
You know, I think as staff, you can do that, and you can grow your career
Right.
from there. So.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you taking the
Thank
time
you.
today, Jacob, and learning more about you and your career path.
Thank you.
You so much.
I appreciate
Okay.
it.